Hi class. I wanted to take a moment to post a video about the portfolio project for this course. The portfolio project for this course is a group project. You probably saw that I posted your groups. It's separated into Team A, Team B, and Team C. So if you look under the announcements or in your email, you should be able to find your groups. I also posted it on the discussion board. Once you find your groups, the next thing would be to go into the group discussion area. There in the group discussion area, you will find a board for each group. You should find the group that you're in and enter that board, and this is where you can begin to discuss the project with your teammates. The first part of the group project is the group contract. You'll find this document under the week 2 activities folder, and it looks like this. Basically, you are going to work with your group to set some guidelines and rules for the project. The idea here is for you to communicate early about expectations. As you recall, on the week 1 discussion board, we spent a lot of time talking about what would make a legal team successful. And many of you agreed that good communication is key. And so if you can communicate early and in advance on this project, it will serve you well in the long run. So my advice to you would be to work with your group as early as possible to go through this contract and fill it out. Only one of you needs to submit it. This contract is not graded. It's just a pass-fail kind of thing. So as long as one of you turns it in for each group, then you'll be all set. The meat of the project will come into play in week 4. And I'll probably post another video closer to then to discuss more of the substance of the project. But I would encourage you to read through the portfolio project prior to filling out your contract, just so you understand what it is and what's expected of you. The gist of it is your group will be creating a law firm, and you'll be coming up with the name and the type of law firm and the practice areas, and then you'll be creating a training manual which describes the positions in the law firm. At least that's the first part of the meat of the assignment. There'll be more in-depth work to do later in the session, and that's in the part 3 and part 4. So for now, I would say to concentrate on part 1, which is the group contract, and then maybe just read through the whole thing so you have an idea of what's going on, and then spend your time on part 1 and part 2, because that'll be due in week 4. Please don't stress out too much about this group project. It's really meant to be a tool for you to learn how to interact and engage with colleagues. When you're working at a law firm, there's a good chance that you will be on legal teams. And oftentimes those teams have individuals all over the country. You might have a client in one area, you might have a paralegal from another office as well, and you would be working in a team remotely. And this is a good way to give you some skills on how to handle working as a team when you're not all in the same room. I completely understand that we all have work and families and many obligations and deadlines. So the idea is to just try to balance your time and work well with others in order to produce a high quality work product, because that is likely to be asked of you when you're working as a paralegal. So this is not to stress you out. It's really supposed to be a good tool that will help you in the long run. I've taught this class many times, and students are always a little hesitant about a group project, and I completely understand that. I would have been the same way. But in the end, it's usually a very positive experience, and you will probably come out of this learning something about working with a group, and maybe even learning something about yourself and your communication style. And it's always better to practice while you're in school so that you're ready for it when you're in the real world. So just do your personal best. You cannot control the actions of others. I'm not asking you to do that. Just asking you to put forth your very best effort and to have a good positive attitude, and to try to enjoy this experience, because I think it'll be worthwhile in the long run. You can reach out to me with questions anytime about anything. You know, I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much.